Welcome to the 4, sponsored by ZDAX. I am your host, the best host, Brian. eekso and OSM have both lost 3-0 to Flakes, and beaten First Killer 3-2. Today we will find out what can separate these players. A win can secure survival, a loss, relegation. A lot to play for today, let's get started.
Game 1 with OSM versus eekso. Both players have already been swept by Flakes in this tournament. That leaves them with a series win against First Killer to their names, but also a 3 wins and 5 losses game score, -2. So even a sweep here for either of them would only bring them to +1. There's Flakes sitting pretty at the top with that +6 game win-loss differential. He can afford to even be swept and still have the advantage. OSM and eekso are playing for auto-qualification to the next iteration of the 4. The winner of this will guarantee they get back in. The loser will be eliminated. $100 also on the line. And a good rivalry between these two. You can bet that they are hungry for this win. It's been a tense matchup in the past, usually going, of course, as many eekso series do, to Game 5. The last one that he played, of course, did not, though. And eekso was able to win the last 2 times that they played it. Or no, I think it was actually just the 1 time that they played most recently, now that I think about it. Before that, OSM had the edge. And eekso will take the opening scoring here, 1-0, after narrowly saving a vicious shot from OSM. But you see OSM's recovery after that shot was not the best. So he will have to try and be a little bit more careful with how far he's extending for his shots. This time he's landed inside eekso's net, but after a flick, and it's the same outcome as before, eekso with a counter-attack goal. One which he really didn't have to work that hard for. OSM just sentencing himself to conceding after smashing the crossbar there. eekso 2-0 early on. He had a great start in his last series that he played against Flakes. One that went rapidly downhill towards the end of the game and sort of tilted him beyond the potential of a comeback. But at the moment, eekso is looking very comfortable in this series, in this matchup. That might be about to change. OSM puts one in and opens the scoring for himself, and it was a bit of a giveaway for eekso that opened up this opportunity. He just sat there expecting OSM to back away from the ball, but OSM did not, perhaps realizing that eekso was a little bit low on boost, willing to take the challenge in reverse. It's not too unusual for OSM to want to take a challenge backwards. Very often follows those after his fake challenges. Reverses into the ball. Probably the first player that I noticed doing that consistently. It's a good trip by OSM. eekso's failed his takeoff on the recovery as well, and OSM dunks attempt just wide of the net, but smashes eekso out the play, and surely he'll get an equalizer here. OSM, of course, doesn't enjoy open nets, but he does put this one in. He waited his sweet time for it. Almost gave eekso a chance to respawn and save it, but eekso's dodged into the net and landed dead in the middle of the goal. I know he's going to try the high camera settings again, which funnily enough we saw working for him against First Killer. So I'm not going to question it. I'm just going to let him do his thing and see what happens. eekso with the space station settings. He's way up high here to get some good vision on what OSM is doing. He doesn't want to get caught off guard anymore. He's had enough. For the time being, he looks pretty comfortable in it, not gonna lie. I don't know how he ever plays like this. It's so ridiculous to me to see a player with such conventional settings switching it up to this degree. He wasn't quite sure if that was hitting the bar, although it was a high shot. I think my favorite part about this is that eekso's opponents have no idea that he's actually playing with these settings. He gets the save on a mind game slow shot from OSM. The edge of the box. He's hanging on, but for how long? OSM off the bar, wide open net, puts one in, and there's the 3-2 lead. eekso couldn't do it this time with the high camera. It just wasn't meant to be. And there's the switch that we all knew was coming. The low cameras here. Just going to be chopping all the grass with our trailing camera for this one. And he's going to put one in. I don't know. I don't know how he does it, but eekso makes this look viable. He actually makes it look like a good idea. And if nothing else, at least now, he's got a good vision, good view on the ball. And we're right back into normal. Just a little bit of a change up from the norm there for eekso. The high camera and then the low one. And then we're right back into the middle. He just needs to do that to wake himself up, it would seem. He's got OSM's boost here, but OSM's going to demo him anyway. And OSM always finds a way with the demos. It didn't look like there was enough momentum here to be thinking about a demo, but wave dash and a dodge by OSM gives him that rapid acceleration, and he hits supersonic on impact pretty much. No boost for OSM in the kickoff. eekso's actually prevented from going for the boost early by OSM's presence. And that is a good recovery by OSM. He had a bad one earlier on to give eekso his opening goal, but this time a lot better. eekso flicks it way too high into the top of the net, and OSM actually avoids getting bumped too far by eekso with that jump. eekso's got a good chance to bring this one back on this play. OSM's looking a little bit extravagant. Is he going to keep it under control? Looks like he will, as he gets back down to earth. Long range shot by OSM, finds the back of the net, and he did press the issue here, but it was eekso waiting for him to back off, which opened up the net. It gave OSM the 5th goal. eekso does look like he might be a little bit tilted here. He's trying to switch things up again. This might actually just be a default camera glitch though, because this looks very default to me, and I don't know if he would have had time to switch all of those settings. And OSM's up 6-3. I don't know if eekso has got enough time left in this one. Has he just zoomed it in this time? I don't know what his plan is, but he's zoomed in the camera all the way. If it isn't, it doesn't look like default anymore, does it? I'm trying to like remember what default camera settings even look like, and I don't think this is it. OSM is going to keep on trying to the maximum and keep on putting in open nets by the looks of things. 7-3, eekso's all over the place. After a good start to this game, it just kind of fell to pieces for eekso. He was looking a lot more confident earlier on. But he's going to have to change something up in game 2, and I would recommend something other than his camera settings. And there is a different change up. He's not changing the camera this time. He's going to be playing the Batmobile. eekso against OSM game 2. Let's just remind everybody, there's $100 on the line for this match, and we've seen eekso play for nothing many a time, so I'm sure he is trying to win these games and only getting a bit frustrated with how things are going at times. And that's a better start for him, 1-0 with a Batmobile flick. I've seen many cars for eekso already in this tournament. Been impressive in most of them. And this is looking like it's going to be no different. Kickoff goal for eekso, and that is actually quite rare. eekso's not someone who gets a lot of kickoff goals most of the time. OSM's going to have to fight back from this early deficit. So thought about the demo there. Decides against it. Very high flick by OSM. He's going to follow up with a rebound with a low boost though. And eekso should be punishing here. Has he missed this? Actually has. It's hit the post and the crossbar, but a miss regardless. And eekso has tried to follow up after that awful miss, and he gives OSM a goal in the process. I think that just about sums up this play here. eekso sitting in the back of the net with not much to say for himself. He's just got to try and keep it together here. He knows that he'll be pretty upset after losing that series to Flakes in the manner in which he did, but he's still got qualification to the next iteration of the 4 to play for. OSM is trying to take that away from him right now. He's trying to take away eekso's lead as we speak. A high pop makes it into the back of the net. It's 2-all. And eekso is motionless yet again as the ball crosses his goal line. Can he pull it together here? Can he remain consistent for the 5 minutes necessary to win a game. As you know, OSM is going to be consistently looking for demos and goal scoring opportunities. Ceiling challenge by eekso, well read on OSM's shot selection, but there is the demo for OSM once again, sneaking it in from an awkward angle. He's got eekso wrong footed here. Low shot to the bottom left will make it 3-2. And this whole play by OSM is really showing us his 1v1 IQ still there at the highest level. Didn't take him long to get the goal lead back. And eekso zoomed his camera out. He's had enough of close up to the Batmobile. He wants to be able to see from further away, it would seem. It doesn't look like it's helped his dribbling control out too much, even if it has helped his vision. But hang on, somehow eekso's pinched it in from the halfway line. What on earth is this? Was it all just elaborate bait? eekso zooms out the camera, makes us think that he's lost his control and he doesn't have any ability to make a precise play happen. And in his first pinch shot of the series, he gets it straight in past OSM. All OSM saw before that was eekso messing up a dribble and thought, maybe I can move in on this. It doesn't look like eekso's got control of this situation. He's going to stay in control of this one. eekso trying to pass it to himself down the middle. And the first touch being a little bit too heavy, plays it straight into OSM's path. This is looking like eekso's woken up a little bit here. Ball just off target keeps OSM in a tie game situation. And he's focusing on the ball carry. Turtle flick by OSM. Looked like he may have landed before getting the flick off here. Which does, of course, mean that he's having himself right his car rather than air roll or flick or dodge. Half the game to go, all tied up. And with how eekso is playing this series, you think that he needs a win in this game too to keep his hopes alive. In the past, I wouldn't have been too worried about eekso in a reverse sweep position. He's done it before. He's such a dangerous player once he gets some momentum going, but he's been struggling to generate that momentum today. He's not had the same flair, the same lethality that we're used to seeing from him. You know, that being said, he's still up by a goal. 2 minutes remaining. Floor pinch by eekso, saved by OSM. Very tight angle. Would have been difficult to get that one on target. And OSM is going to have to run way wide of the net. Gets the demo though. That's something that eekso saw coming this time, but he didn't see the mind game coming. And OSM's missed another open net. What on earth was that? Right after securing the mind game, which followed his demo play, OSM smashes the post, and this is a real problem for him these days. He's going to have more chances. Minute and a half left. So he's out of boost, or at least running out of boost. But he's still such a speedy little customer. 5-3. It doesn't matter if eekso's the player who's struggling for boosts. You bet he's probably still moving supersonic somewhere. And he pounces on OSM. He thought that he had a little bit more time to control that ball than he did. 2 goals in it. Can eekso hold on? Can he keep it together? Can he keep his camera settings the same? 1 minute and 8 seconds. And we'll find out. Air dribble for eekso. He's got good control on it, but he hits it one too many times into the bar. Now here comes OSM on the counter attack. He's decided to go way off to the left for boost. eekso doesn't look like he's got a punish lined up immediately. Just gives it to OSM on the counter attack, who's now looking to score as quickly as possible to give himself the best chance of coming back. And it's more bumps for OSM, another open net for OSM, and this time he doesn't miss it. He's back within 1 with 33 seconds left, and that's the scoreline OSM's going to be pretty happy about. Great bumping by OSM as eekso landed right in front of him, side on to the play. No reason not to drive through him on your way to the ball. eekso's kickoff in the Batmobile looking impressive. He's backed up OSM yet again. And he's going to try and mind game this one in. OSM dodges straight through the ball. But eekso's muscled him off the boost and ball control in the midfield. Long shot. eekso retakes the 2-goal lead. And he's got a lot of snap on that ground shot with the Batmobile. Difficult to get height on those ones if you're driving straight into the ball and dodging, but eekso's timed it to perfection. It looks like he will be equalizing the series. Only 15 seconds left for OSM, and he's going to have another goal to come back from if eekso plays it. Instead, he's just going to leave the ball in the middle. Look for more 50-50s. Even 2 goals, though. It's plenty for eekso at this point, and he secures the game and ties up the series.
Changing to the Batmobile has improved eekso's game. Maybe changing to a new PC can improve yours. ZDAX, the sponsor of this tournament, are offering you custom-built PCs and worldwide shipping. Get 5% off your gaming PC with discount code JOHNNYBOY. OSM needs to reverse this momentum. How can he do it?
Another Batmobile game for eekso. Of course, OSM in the Octane. Game 3. Winner moves on to double match point in a very important series, trying to keep their life in the 4 alive. Lock in another $100 prize money. eekso took second in the last iteration of the 4, of course. OSM's in his debut season. eekso's really taken himself out of the game there. 1-0 OSM as he walks it into the open net. But I bet you OSM's pretty happy about securing that open net because he's been having some problems with those recently. Any one of them going in is going to be a win for him. Definitely do a lot for his confidence. Boost seal by eekso. Half flips viciously through the ball, but OSM gets back in time. He's keeping an eye on eekso as well. Make sure that eekso's not going to catch him off guard with a bump or an early shot. That's good defense by OSM against an eekso who's looked a little bit dangerous in defense at times. At moments there's eekso showing us just how good of a defender he can be, and other times he's just running around a bit unorganized. And this is a great flick. Good timing on it as well by eekso, and OSM might have to think about more fake challenges if eekso's ground play with the Batmobile is this good. Diving in is not going to get you many dunks on a Batmobile flick. It does go that bit higher than the Octane on average. OSM's just as proficient in that second car. 2-1 lead. Close range flick. Finds the back of the net. I do wonder if eekso does lose this game, would we see another car change? Hopefully, for his sake, it won't come to that. His kickoff is certainly looking better in the Batmobile, which is honestly surprising. You'd expect with a car change the kickoff would, if anything, just lose a little bit of success. OSM in and out save to prevent eekso from taking the lead. So really snapping these shots straight at OSM whenever he can in the Batmobile as well. It's not something I'm used to seeing from him in his Octane play. OSM looking for the bump. Blindly though, keeps ball cam on. eekso looks like he was pretty safe from that one. Not getting too close to the ball. Linear play by eekso in the Batmobile yet again. This is something we're not used to seeing from him in the Octane, but maybe he just doesn't have the confidence of switching the sides left to right with the Batmobile. He wants to play a bit more straight in line and just rely on the ability of the Batmobile to get those higher flicks, those higher pops on the ball with the low profile car. He's also doing a pretty good job hiding behind the ball, making it difficult for OSM to see what he's doing. For the time being, OSM looks like he's got eekso locked up pretty well as he forces him back yet again. Half the game to go. OSM with a fake jump, but it does nothing to eekso, who's not only making a save but also taking a long shot at the same time. And that's better from OSM. Light first touch, gets the flick, and runs in the open net. Half the game to go, and OSM's back in front. That first touch is the key to this whole play. It might look like the flick is the element that's most important, but if OSM overhits that first touch, eekso takes the ball. If he underhits that first touch, flick is not even possible. Had to hit it just right to get the adequate elevation on the ball, while also keeping it away from eekso's clutches. There is the difficulty of cutting in field with the Batmobile, but OSM not able to recover fast enough to take the ball away from eekso, who temporarily lost control. A great reaction to the challenge, popping it off the sidewall. Getting this game back into a leveled up position. Completely even now, eekso with a small advantage. Decides to go off the wall at this one. Aerial recovery gives eekso a second touch, but OSM is able to meet him in the air. Still though, a better landing for eekso. Forces OSM to concede possession as OSM looking to equalize the boost advantage that eekso had, but he missed the mid boost. Now eekso with a wave dash dribble. Something you don't see too often in the Batmobile, and that's just because it is harder to make contact in the ball. You're so flat compared to the Octane. Such a low profile that the odds on you missing are just that little bit higher. OSM manages to avoid getting an unnecessary second touch on this ball as he gets another goal on an eekso who's tried to challenge in reverse. He's doing that little move that we used to see a lot from OSM against him. Now, OSM playing safe. He knows that there's been quite a few early challenges from eekso in this matchup. It is probably the way that eekso prefers to play on average. That's a heavy touch by OSM. He's ran right into eekso, who's demoing him. That respawns near post, completely between eekso and the goal. Follow-up shot by eekso. Goes top shelf. And although OSM was there to try and make the save, he could not react in time. eekso's blasted it from inside the box. Or even yet again. These two have proven to be very close to each other in the past, and today is no different. OSM has credited eekso with a lot of his own learning in 1v1. What a save that is by eekso, but OSM quick to punish the open net that's been left behind. And now 5-4 is the score. That was good placement of the shot there by OSM, making it so difficult for eekso to get a good clear while also saving it. And with a minute and 1 second left in the clock, OSM gets his nose in front. It looks like he might get the ball under control. Yes, he will. Perfect dodge to take it into the corner where his boost awaits him. OSM's going to play it risky. Into the air he goes. This is not on target. He has to leave the ball. Look for a fast recovery. eekso with no boost. Going to play this one straight down the middle. Pop into a flick, which OSM has saved with relative ease. Perfect timing on the boost respawn there by OSM. He's grabbed it as he leaves the pad, and he gets another close range flick to make it a 2-goal game. And I'll tell you what, when OSM's close range flicks are on, he is such a difficult player to stop offensively. Probably the thing that hindered him most in the Manfield Night 5K was the absence of his flick game. It was just nowhere to be seen. So many missed flicks and low power flicks. That's not been the case so far in the 4. Flicks have been deadly and given him a win against First Killer, and now set him up for a win against eekso as well. Just 2 seconds left. eekso's running out of time, and he'll have to try again. Game 4, last chance for eekso. Game 4. OSM with the double match point. Can eekso control his challenges? Can he pick his spots better than he did in the last game? Tell you what, he almost threw away one open net after sneaking in a really smart demo. eekso had to invest pretty much all of his boost to get into that position, so it's a smart play to even notice he has the opportunity for. I reckon if he can just choose his shots better, he'll really have a good chance. And what a goal that is! eekso 102 km/h shot with a floor pinch. He just times the bounce to perfection. The ball on the way back up clips the front end of the Batmobile and into the top corner it goes. You know, with ground shots like that available, why would you ever try to bounce dribble in the bat? Why bounce dribble straight towards OSM when you can absolutely smash shots in from that kind of angle? Let's see if eekso continues to make those shots happen as we continue on in this game. And maybe move towards a game 5. It's good power by OSM on his shot, and he's going to chase it past eekso, who looks like he's Just ran out of boost. OSM with a steal on the way out. Quick to punish as well. Good turnaround there by OSM. He knew he had a chance with eekso off his goal line. Boost stolen to just shoot early. Plenty of players would run all the way back to the halfway line there, deny more boosts, and only give eekso time to recover. But not OSM. Always been a very smart player in ones when he is focused. Thinks about air dribbling. Instead, it's a shot straight down the middle. One which eekso saved, but both players have got pretty even recoveries from, and it's another boost advantage for OSM, potentially leading to a good opportunity to score. eekso staying on the ball, gets distance on the flick to give him time to reposition. He's actually staying aggressive. That's given him a chance to pressure OSM all the way back and take more boost for himself. OSM is showing us some pretty good ball control though, and he finds the top corner where eekso thought it was impossible. One pop by OSM, second pop, boosts down to the ground to recover, and back into the air for the finish. And he is not done here in this game. He wants to get the win before Game 5. Knows how familiar eekso is with Game 5s. He would love to take him down in 4. Like I said at the start of this series, the last 3 times these two have played, it has gone to that Game 5. eekso took the most recent one. OSM took the 2 before that. This long shot for OSM looks good, and although his open net accuracy's been off a little bit recently, he easily puts this one in. With 3 minutes and 5 seconds left, eekso looks like he might be in trouble, not because of the scoreline, but because of the plays that he's making, the decisions that he's choosing. It just doesn't look like he's in form when he needs to be. Air dribble bump for eekso. Makes contact. And that's huge. Tie game. OSM slammed into his own net. And the ball swiftly follows. Almost 3 minutes left in this game. Does eekso have what it takes today to win 2 games in a row against OSM? OSM with a spiral air dribble. Takes it into the top shelf, and eekso's actually just sat back on this one, not expecting it to continue for as long as it did. He thought surely OSM's going to try and dunk this one or fly in front of it for a bump, but no, OSM just keeps accelerating the ball. The top of the net rather, was eagerly awaiting his arrival. Good demo by eekso. Weaved in well. A long range flick, not on target, and OSM escapes the next demo, puts in another open net. And it's small margins, but the kind of margins that make such a huge difference. eekso is really right behind OSM there. Might have even heard contact, but the server didn't register it. And OSM escapes and puts in another goal. He's looking good moving into the second half of the game, where eekso has been inconsistent and rash in his decisions. OSM has been making some good ones. Actually saves that first shot, but eekso's there to put it in. And it was a good flick by eekso. Look at the momentum that he's got when he starts. He's really accelerated that ball a huge amount. And OSM, although he got the stop on the ball, didn't get a good enough clear on it. One which I think was possible, it's worth noting. A slight misplay there, forced of course, but a misplay nonetheless for OSM. Now, eekso trying to punish some mispositioning, but OSM does not run too far out of position for the boost. Stays with it. It's an adaptation into a 50-50 out of this air dribble that saves eekso from conceding another easy goal. Minute and 45 seconds left in the game. OSM is still the one who's looking like he's in control, and he realizes that eekso's starved himself of boost once again, and that will be the lead for OSM by 2 goals as he looks to take down eekso 3-1. eekso misses a catch in the Batmobile. These are things you wouldn't expect from him if he's playing in the Octane. His touches that he's making with his side of the car are definitely struggling today. Flicks that he's getting, the height that he's able to hit these with, although impressive, I think these are things he could be doing in the Octane as well. We've seen some monstrous flicks from eekso's Octane in the past. And you try and think what the benefits are. I think the only one I can think of is the kickoffs. Very impressive eekso's kickoffs in the Batmobile, but everything else doesn't look like stuff you wouldn't be able to recreate in the Octane, while also being a bit more dangerous with his ball control, I would say. And OSM is looking comfortable now. 3-goal lead. eekso overextends once again, and I think that says it all. 0 boost. He's just hoping more than anything in that play that something will go wrong for OSM and right for him, but it's just not meant to be. OSM is about to lock in his re-invitation to the 4. If he can just hold on for 40 seconds here. And he's shutting down everything eekso tries to do. It's another long shot, and GG's, says eekso. He's seen enough, and OSM will win this game and secure his re-invitation to the 4. It's goodbye to eekso, and GG's.
It's goodbye to eekso, as OSM secures his invite back to the 4, earning another $100 in the process. Thanks once again to ZDAX for sponsoring this tournament. Be sure to check them out to get your own truly customizable PC with a lifetime service warranty. Get a 5% discount with the offer code JOHNNYBOY. Thank you all for watching the 4 today. I hope to see you tomorrow. Much love, your host, Brian.
Game 4. OSM with the double match point. Can eekso control his challenges? Can he pick his spots better than he did in the last game? Tell you what, he almost threw away one open net after sneaking in a really smart demo. eekso had to invest pretty much all of his boost to get into that position, so it's a smart play to even notice he has the opportunity for. I reckon if he can just choose his shots better, he'll really have a good chance. And what a goal that is! eekso 102 km/h shot with a floor pinch. He just times the bounce to perfection, and the ball on the way back up clips the front end of the Batmobile and into the top corner it goes. And you know, with ground shots like that available, why would you ever try to bounce dribble in the bat? Why bounce dribble straight towards OSM when you can absolutely smash shots in from that kind of angle? Let's see if eekso continues to make those shots happen as we continue on in this game. And maybe move towards a game 5. It's good power by OSM on his shot, and he's going to chase it past eekso, who looks like he's just run out of boost. OSM with a steal on the way out. Quick to punish as well. Good turnaround there by OSM. He knew he had a chance with eekso off his goal line. Boost stolen to just shoot early. Plenty of players would run all the way back to the halfway line there, deny more boosts, and only give eekso time to recover. But not OSM. Always been a very smart player in ones when he is focused. Thinks about air dribbling. Instead, it's a shot straight down the middle. One which eekso saved, but both players have got pretty even recoveries from, and it's another boost advantage for OSM, potentially leading to a good opportunity to score. eekso staying on the ball, gets distance on the flick to give him time to reposition. He's actually staying aggressive. And actually staying aggressive, that's given him a chance to pressure OSM all the way back and take more boost for himself. OSM is showing us some pretty good ball control though, and he finds the top corner. where eekso thought it was impossible. One pop by OSM, second pop, boosts down to the ground to recover, and back into the air for the finish. And he is not done here in this game. He wants to get the win before Game 5. Notice how familiar eekso is with Game 5s. He would love to take him down in 4. Like I said at the start of this series, the last 3 times these two have played, it has gone to that Game 5. eekso took the most recent one. OSM took the 2 before that. This long shot for OSM looks good, and although his open net accuracy's been off a little bit recently, he easily puts this one in. With 3 minutes and 5 seconds left, eekso looks like he might be in trouble, not because of the scoreline, but because of the plays that he's making, the decisions that he's choosing. It just doesn't look like he's in form when he needs to be. Air dribble bump for eekso. Makes contact. And that's huge. Tie game. OSM slammed into his own net. And the ball swiftly follows. Almost 3 minutes left in this game. Does eekso have what it takes today to win 2 games in a row against OSM? OSM with a spiral air dribble. Takes it into the top shelf, and eekso's actually just sat back on this one, not expecting it to continue for as long as it did. He thought surely OSM's going to try and dunk this one or fly in front of it for a bump, but no, OSM just keeps accelerating the ball. The top of the net rather, was eagerly awaiting his arrival. Good demo by eekso. Weaved in well. Long range flick, not on target, and OSM escapes the next demo, puts in another open net. And it's small margins, but the kind of margins that make such a huge difference. eekso is really right behind OSM there. Might have even heard contact, but the server didn't register it. And OSM escapes and puts in another goal. He's looking good moving into the second half of the game, where eekso has been inconsistent and rash in his decisions. OSM has been making some good ones. Actually saves that first shot, but eekso's there to put it in. And it was a good flick by eekso. Look at the momentum that he's got when he starts. He's really accelerated that ball a huge amount. And OSM, although he got the stop on the ball, didn't get a good enough clear on it. One which I think was possible, it's worth noting. Slight misplay there, forced of course, but a misplay nonetheless for OSM. Now, eekso trying to punish some mispositioning, but OSM does not run too far out of position for the boost. Stays with it. It's an adaptation into a 50-50 out of this air dribble that saves eekso from conceding another easy goal. Minute and 45 seconds left in the game. OSM is still the one who's looking like he's in control, and he realizes that eekso has starved himself a boost once again, and that will be the lead for OSM by 2 goals as he looks to take down eekso 3-1. eekso misses a catch in the Batmobile. These are things you wouldn't expect from him if he's playing in the Octane. His touches that he's making with his side of the car are definitely struggling today. Flicks that he's getting, the height that he's able to hit these with, although impressive, I think these are things he could be doing in the Octane as well. We've seen some monstrous flicks from eekso's Octane in the past. And you try and think what the benefits are. I think the only one I can think of is the kickoffs. Very impressive, eekso's kickoffs in the Batmobile, but everything else doesn't look like stuff he wouldn't be able to recreate in the Octane, while also being a bit more dangerous with his ball control, I would say. And OSM is looking comfortable now. 3-goal lead. eekso overextends once again, and I think that says it all. 0 boost. He's just hoping more than anything in that play that something will go wrong for OSM and right for him, but it's just not meant to be. OSM is about to lock in his re-invitation to the 4. If he can just hold on for 40 seconds here. And he's shutting down everything eekso tries to do. It's another long shot, and GG's, says eekso. He's seen enough, and OSM will win this game and secure his re-invitation to the 4. It's goodbye to eekso and GG's.
It's goodbye to eekso, as OSM secures his invite back to the 4, earning another $100 in the process. Thanks once again to ZDAX for sponsoring this tournament. Be sure to check them out to get your own truly customizable PC with a lifetime service warranty. Get a 5% discount with the offer code JOHNNYBOY. Thank you all for watching the 4 today. I hope to see you tomorrow. Much love, your host, Brian.